Comedy Film Nerds Podcast.
Speaking of producing things together, Michael Bay and the Devil have made Transformers: The Last Knight. This is the most expensive Transformers film ever made, having a budget of $260 million. Wow. It is as unwatchable as you think it is. And what fascinates me about these movies, I've seen all of them except one.
I've seen all of them.
So you saw this one too?
No, I haven't seen this one yet.
Okay.
But I saw the first one in theaters, but then I haven't seen them in theaters again. So this one I'm waiting for it to come out on video because it's, for some reason, I every time they come out, it's like, yeah, I'm not gonna enjoy it because it's not for me.
No, it isn't.
But it's like, it's VFX and cool. You know, maybe there's something of value there, so I'll still watch them.
Every
say
time
this.
you think maybe this one.
Yeah, the 3D effects look good.
Oh,
and
yeah.
this is the reason is Michael Bay is a visual effects director, pretty much. So basically, this movie is another 2 hours, possibly even 2 hours and 45 minutes long of one effects shot after another. With
2 hours and 45 minutes long?
It's unbelievable. It's so long and so empty. That's what's so fascinating about it.
$1,500? I don't know, Chris.
Yeah. It's well, you could see it in the food theater. That might help.
Well, fuck. I mean, I'm going to have to get dessert or something and an appetizer.
Oh, no, it's a commitment.
Jesus.
This movie, it's so fascinating the way it is so long and so empty. And
if they make a massage chair in the food theater, then maybe I can
with
see
a robot.
With a
Yes.
robot, and I'm soaking my feet.
Yeah, I can't. What's so unbelievable about this film is how you could make a movie so long and have it so empty at the exact same time. Like, it's going to sound like I'm making this up. This has giant robots in it. It has King Arthur. It has Merlin, and it has Nazis in it, and Sir Anthony Hopkins, and
that's the cherry on top.
Yes.
And Sir Anthony Hopkins,
and also a British Megan Fox knockoff. So
it's only missing zombies and.
Oh, it's only missing zombies, and technically the robots are aliens, so it has aliens. So
werewolves.
So yeah, it is missing werewolves, but
Nazi zombie werewolf aliens.
If someone pitched it as an effects shot, I'm sure Michael Bay would have said yes. So it's unbelievable how vapid and empty this movie is. But what fascinates me about these movies in such a horrifying way is that it follows this very distinct formula of being empty, having the worst dialogue you've ever heard in a film, and it just is amazing that, like, okay, well, somebody got paid thousands upon thousands of dollars to have hear the words "dude" and have Anthony Hopkins say stuff like "move your fat ass," like things like that. And I'm thinking, what are there pictures somewhere of compromising positions?
Sir Anthony Hopkins
said, "Move your fat ass" in a scene. Yes, so. This is
where the
great.
Russia probe really should go into because
it's really Michael Bay really makes no apologies about how horrifyingly empty and terrible his films are. He's like, yep. Guess what? It's almost like that Ed Wood mentality of like, oh, you thought my last film was horrible? Well, wait till you see my next one. And it really feels the way of like, and this was my favorite quote. He said this is his last Transformers film he will direct for the moment, but he's open to doing more films in the future if it gets a good story. Because clearly...
you wouldn't fucking know what a good story was if it was written on the inside of your eyelids.
No, I just have an image of Michael Bay just punching a script in the face. That's really what it feels like.
Does he even know what a script is?
No.
Do they even know what that...
If you took out the scenes of some people running from explosions, this movie would be 4 minutes long. Like, it's literally people running in slow motion from a green screen, explosions and things happening behind them, and then it's pretty much that's all it is. But that's all any of these movies are. And I was wondering, too, like, well, where else could you go? Would there be some different things that they could add? And, just a little bit of time travel. You go back to Transformers We're Here.
Didn't they go to the moon on one of them, or Mars?
Oh, yeah, of
right?
course.
Okay.
Dark Side of the Moon,
Sure.
yes. But this one is, two of the ideas pitched in the, quote, writer's room, and that term is used very loosely, is the King Arthur myths, as well as World War II. But Michael Bay liked them both so much he decided to incorporate them both in this film. So there's a scene with Nazis, and there's a scene with King Arthur, and there's a scene with Merlin. There's a dragon, and on paper these are all things I like to see in a movie, just not them all together and all of them blowing up and having Michael Bay directing them. And this is only a fraction of the things that we'll be talking about if we do the
Chris,
spoiler
I like
app.
sushi and I like ice cream, but I wouldn't put them fucking together. You know what
No,
I'm saying?
not for 2.5 hours.
No.
You wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't.
So it was absolutely fascinatingly awful, and it went.
God, I hope they put that on the poster.
Yeah,
Fascinatingly
awful. So we went as a family, and
Oh, that's,
so,
I might have to call social services
Yeah.
on you, Chris. Bring your kids
Now,
to this.
I will say my 8-year-old boy, he did
Of course.
enjoy it, but again, he gets a pass. He's an 8-year-old boy. A daughter hated it. Wife hated it. I hated it. So it was one of those
So
movies
everyone's
like,
mad at your son?
Yeah, pretty much. It's like, how could you like this movie? Yes. So, but no
That's
one wanted
not
to see.
fair.
But no one wanted to see Cars 3 either. So it was like, all right, maybe 3D, maybe the effects will be good. And I will say again, Michael Bay is a great visual effects artist. He is not a director. He's not a filmmaker. He's not a storyteller. He is none of those things. It's like, oh, you're a great dentist. Can you perform open heart surgery on me? That would be you're both doctors. What's the difference? So Transformers: The Last Night, and these movies also are reviewer proof. If you're dead set on seeing this movie, there's nothing we can say that's going to change your mind.
Sure.
And if you didn't like any of the other ones, guess what? This one's not going to change your mind either. It's the exact same movie over and over and over again.
So, David, you are going to see this, though.
You've seen the other
Eventually,
ones, yeah.
Might as well. But I mean, I think this had the lowest opening of the whole series. So I mean, maybe people are getting tired of it, at least here. But
Well, it's happening far too slowly.
What is a slow opening for them? Like, is it
60
60
million?
million, yeah. But
that's
when
a-
you've got a budget of 260 million plus marketing, that's a failure. But overseas, it probably make its money back. It'll probably still do really well in these other markets.
I want to encourage people to support the Patreon, but the idea that I might have to watch this makes me fucking furious.
And it will be one of our best spoiler apps ever if we can get there.
30 minutes of me
Yes.
yelling. All
So
right.
it's up to you, folks. Make Graham happy that the Patreon goes up, and make him angry that he has to see the movie. So it'll be both.
It might be my final episode. It might be the one that does it. Like
It puts you over the
that's
edge.
it. I'm
Yeah,
just gonna say, "Fuck
I
this."
can't. I'm done with movies. I can't
I'm
watch
done.
another
I
movie.
could be done. I could retire from movies.